Alright, we're getting ready to do the backsplash over here, and we got some pre-mixed mastic. I think it's like $20 a bucket. I didn't want to use this because I don't like using it in bathrooms because it takes forever to dry, but the customer said they had it left over and they wanted to save a little bit of money to use that instead of mortar. First thing I did, this is the tile they chose. It was a 12-inch tile, and I sliced them in 3 strips. So we're going to use this as the backsplash. On the edge, what I did was cut it. Got a nice cut right there. That's going to start. We're going to start on that edge, work our way down this way. We're going to cut that wherever it comes to, and we'll be using a wet saw for you beginners who don't know how to cut glass. You will need a wet saw to cut this. And I'm going to make sure to file down this edge because they don't want to use a Schluter trim, even though we got Schluter going over here. It would look real nice to match it, but hey, what do I know? Customer wants, customer gets. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start this way and work our way down, and we're going to come this way next. All right, we're going to start grouting. If you can even call this grout because it's mastic, I'm not sure. You call it what you want. It is what it is. It'll do the job as long as it doesn't get too wet. Everything will be fine. It ain't the worst thing in the world. So you're spreading it. The trowel that you're using when you're using backsplash tile is that little tiny, I don't know, what is that? It's not a 1/4 inch, I don't think. I could be wrong. Definitely look it up. It's not like a 1/4 or anything like that. So, real thin layer, that's all you need, nothing crazy. You don't want this oozing out between your tiles. It's going to cause you more headaches trying to pick it all out when you go to grout this. So just want to get it done and over with. It will hold just fine. Thin, nice thin layer, that's all you need. So. I guess on the edges I'm gonna just use some, what is that? I can't even think now. Comes in a cock tube and it's white. Silicone, latex, I can't even think right now. Brain fart. That's what happens when you get old. Alright, so we're spreading this. Just trying to spread about 3 tiles worth. I'll go ahead and lay the first one. I did take some sandpaper and just sanded my edge right here, just so it's not sharp. I'll line that up right there. Real simple. And when we get done, we'll clean the edges up. I'm supposed to use a trowel. Not a trowel. God, my brain's not working today. To push this down. Here we go. I can't, like I said, I can't think today. What the heck is this thing called? A float? There you go. Because using a float presses the tile perfectly straight. And your hand would push certain tiles more than others. So that's why you want to use a trowel. Probably should have cleaned that one off first. It's just dry grout. We'll just have to clean the tile up when I get done. Next one. Make sure to account for your grout joint when you're putting these side by side. So you got the same grout line when they interconnect. Alright? This is simple, a dummy can do it. Not to say anybody's a dummy, but anybody can do it, even a caveman. You know what I'm saying. Alright. And when I get done with all this, I'm going to clean up that all that grout on top. If it's called grout. I don't know what the heck it is. Can't think today. Next piece over. Like I said, this is not a big job. If you guys can't do a backsplash, you got no business doing anything. This is so simple. You see how simple I'm just moving along. This didn't even take me like 10 minutes. Yep. And if a caveman can do it, we can do it. That's all you're doing. Moving along, making sure you can see everything in the camera. I just remembered what it's called. Caulking. That's what I said. I'm going to caulk the edges. Anyways, you're going to want to use like a putty knife to clean that up, because if you use your finger, you're going to be pushing that into the grout joint. So watch what I'm doing. I'm just taking this, lifting that up, and wiping it on some toilet paper. That way I could discard it. So probably right along it like that. That'll clean it up right there. Real simple. Just when you get done with this, one thing to remember is just to make sure all your tiles are straight. Because if you get some unstraightened tiles, and once it glues down, it's tough to get it off. And once you got that oil pretty good, you can just clean it. Just take your time. It ain't this is not rocket science. Alright, so just clean it up, get done cleaning it, wipe your wall, and then caulk it after you get done. You can watch my video on my channel on how to caulk. Pretty much using water and soap. That way your finger glides across it. If your finger's not gliding across on your caulk line by using water and like a little bit of dish soap mixed together, then you have a caulk that doesn't glide very good. It might have like a rough texture or something like that. There's different ones on the market. I've only once bought a white caulk that I want to just throw in the trash, because as soon as I started caulking and used the soap and water trick to make it glide, the caulk wasn't gliding. I was like, what the heck is this stuff? Made of like, it was like a hard, rough powder. I don't know how to explain it. So if you guys are getting the idea right here, real simple. Clean it up when you're done. That's about it. It's gonna look real nice when it's done. So you get the idea. Pretty simple. I got some grout somewhere, wherever that went, and we're gonna mix that up with the ad mix. The ad mix is something that you use in place of water if you want your grout to hold up its color, and also less staining, less cracking. So there's ad mixes on the market that you can buy when you do grout. So you guys get the idea. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up.